Hello everyone. Sometimes I wonder where people get their information from, especially about the subject I want to talk about today, that being evolution. Because a question I see that's supposed to refute evolution, it's supposed to be the hard-hitting question, I guess, is if we came from monkeys, how come monkeys still exist? Okay, well, firstly, if you are actually thinking that, I'd like to tell you that your question is invalid. The reason that your question is invalid is because evolution doesn't state that we came from monkeys. Evolution states that we, as human beings, share an ancestor with monkeys. I just don't know where that question comes from, really. I mean, where are you getting your information on evolution from? I mean, the question that you're asking to refute evolution is completely and utterly invalid. It has nothing to do with the thing you're arguing against. You're asking a question that you want answered a specific way, and you think it's hard-hitting and no one can answer it. But the question you asked has nothing to do with the thing that you're refuting. Oh, and while I'm on this subject of monkey-human evolution concepts, another one I see is how come a monkey has not given birth to a human being? Well, one, humans didn't come from monkeys. So, again, your question's probably invalid. Now, if you want to see it from a different perspective and say that, well, shouldn't they evolved into humans? Well, one, what makes human evolution the highest echelon on the evolution scale? And two, it takes millions of years for evolution to happen. So it's not going to be one of those things that, oh, I'm going to go to sleep and the thing's going to evolve into something else. It doesn't happen that quickly. It takes millions of years. And this whole concept is, oh, it's just a theory. Yeah, it is theory. It's scientific theory, which means it's based on evidence. And they have fossil information to prove it. So, what are you saying? Are you saying you're coming from the concept that a theory is an idea, a concept? Well, in the world of science, when it comes to that, when they have a theory, it's usually based on some sort of evidence. But if it was evolutionary hypothesis, I could understand why you're trying to say that. Oh, it's just a hypothesis, because a hypothesis is a concept, an idea, with basically not that much information to go on. Whereas scientific theory, on the other hand, is based on some sort of information or evidence. The evidence, again, being fossil records. Now, of course, there's some religious reasons for not believing in evolution. Now, I'm not going to touch that with a 20-foot pole when it comes to religion. But what I will say is this. Evolution could be just explaining how we came to be, not why. And going back for a second, when you're asking questions along the lines of, if we came from monkeys, how come monkeys still exist? I have to ask, where are you getting your information from? Propaganda Weekly? Or is it Ray Comfort? I mean, from what I've heard about Ray Comfort and his concepts and ideas, well, let me just put it this way. The stuff that he says about evolution and a lot of his other theories and concepts, it would be like, the comparison would be, for me, right now, to say to the camera, I'm not bald, which is completely and utterly disillusional. So, in closing, evolution does not state that we came from monkeys. It does, however, state that we share an ancestor with monkeys. Simple as that. Enough with the propaganda. Kuipers out.